Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm here to review the 6888. It's a Hollywood movie. It opens with this war scene. Is it like December 1943? There's this war scene. You have fighter jets and stuff like that, and then this particular jet crashes, right? And a soldier who is running back to his camp tries to bring out this soldier in the jet that just crashed, and he brings him out and notices that there's a letter that's already bloodied, right, from the accident. So he takes the letter and he goes to drop it in this bag full of letters. And then we follow the bag, we see how the bag is going, and it gets stored in this hangar. And that's where it ends. But then shown Pennsylvania in 1942, we see Abraham David, this Jewish man. We see that he has this friendship with this black lady, Lina Derricott. So, they are really close friends and everything, but her family, that's her auntie, Lina's auntie, believes that she's dating Abraham, right? And the other Jewish girls, like, they are telling Abraham that he's embarrassing himself being with a black woman, but he doesn't seem to care. He doesn't care, not that he doesn't care. They continue their friendship, and then Abraham announces to her that he wants to join the army, right, to fight in the war. That's World War II, right? He wants to fight in the war. And his family, they are giving him this send-off party. So Lina's mother, right, is in charge of catering for Abraham's send-off party. So Abraham meets Lina there, and then he tells her that he's in love with her and he's sorry he hadn't said it before then. But he promises that after he's back from the war, he's going to marry her. Abraham goes up to war, and after some months, he passes away. His family sends a message to Lina to tell her that he passed away. So Lina is heartbroken, she cries a lot, and her auntie just tells her to brace up. She's going to meet better guys in the university. But the truth is that her family cannot afford to send her to university, right? So what she does is instead she goes to join the army as well, probably trying to see closure, right? She joins the army, and she gets drafted in the Black Women's Army. So she meets these ladies who later become her friends. She meets Joanna. Joanna has loud mouth. We can already see that. She meets Bernice, Dolores, and Elaine, and they all become friends, right? So they go through training. The head of the Black Women's Army, Captain Charity Adams, he teaches them military stuff, like you have to be sharp at all times. You don't have any excuse, no room for laziness. You wake up early, you do stuff early. They go through physical training and all that stuff. And they are waiting to be called. That's Charity Adams now is waiting for the black women to be called to come and serve the army and fight in the war, right? Now, the issue is that citizens of America are not receiving mail from their relatives who are in the army, right? President Roosevelt and his wife, they call this meeting, and they ask the army general, that's General Holt, what is going on? Why are people not receiving mail from the soldiers, right? And he just said they'd actually put this private company to be in charge of it. The company wasn't doing very well. And so the president asked then, what was the next step that you took? Then he says, okay, when they let go of the private company, he then decided to put the White Women's Army in charge. They still were not able to do it very well. And the president asked them what was the next thing. He didn't have anything to say. So that was when Mary McLeod. Mary McLeod happens to be the head of National Council for Black Women Rights. So she then suggested that General Holt use the Black Women's Army, right, to work for the mail, to work at the mail posts, so that the soldiers can get messages across to their families, and the families too can get messages across to the soldiers. So this is what General Holt does. He puts the Black Women's Army in charge of mail. But when General Holt gives this instruction to Charity Adams, she feels insulted, like, because they've actually trained for like physical war. So she feels insulted that probably because they are black, the general had given them this kind of job to do. They are being directed to where all the mail is kept in this hangar, like I said, and there are lots and lots of mails. Like, oh my god, even when I watching the movie, I was so scared. And they're supposed to deliver everything, like gathering mail for months, like several months, right? And not a mail had been posted, and they had to, that's even going back, they had to backdate all the mail, go through everything, send it, plus the current ones that are coming in. Like, so it was just so challenging, but Charity Adams was at the top of her game. She was able to arrange her battalion. So Charity Adams is in charge of the 6888 battalion, right? She was able to arrange them, put them into different departments, right? And they were able to get the mail done, although they faced a lot of challenges, especially Captain Charity Adams. She faced challenges from General Holt. Like, people were just undermining her, like, watching the movie, right? Watching the movie, at first glance, it looked like as if it was a racial issue, No, it is, but like it's not. It's. I feel like it's more of a gender issue than a racial issue, right? Because she was just being undermined, insulted, and I felt that because they were women, that's why they were facing that. But it could also be that because they were black. But I feel it was primarily because they were women before it was because they were black, right? So that's just what the movie was about, the challenges that they faced, but they were able to deliver all the meal, and because of that, they got respect from the army in general. So I don't want to reveal more than this. I'll stop the review here. See you in the next one. Bye.